This is Glenn Crothers with the Louisville Jazz Society, and today it's my pleasure to talk to Doug Finke, whose Friends Big Band will be playing at the cafe in the Clay Room, specifically the much larger room at the cafe on Sunday, August 24th, as part of the Louisville Jazz Society Signature Series. Good to talk to you today. Good to talk to you today, Doug.
Thanks, you too.
So, you've been playing trombone and jazz for some time now, but a few decades ago, you devoted yourself, but for a few decades, you devoted yourself to a career in business. I want to ask you about why you decided to begin playing regularly in the 1990s, and what was it like to relaunch that part of your life, the musical part of your life?
Oh, wow, that was an experience. I didn't think it was possible. I was living in Philly at the time, and I was totally focused on business. But things started to get better, and I decided to go out and listen. So one Sunday, I listened to a group at a brunch, and there was a cornet player. And I talked to him afterwards. I said, I really liked his playing. And he asked me if I played, and I said, no, I used to, but not anymore. And he said, well, you could if you wanted to. And he said, go home and play whole notes for an hour a day. And if you can do that for 30 days, call me, I'll give you another lesson. Turned out it was Dan Barrett, who was a great, great trombone player, not a cornet player. I didn't even know that. And we became friends since then. And I got back to playing trombone after 35 years off.
Yeah, because it's not like riding a bike, is it?
No, it was tough.
Yeah. So I understand you moved to Louisville around 2003 or so?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about the jazz scene here and how you made yourself at home musically? When you came to Louisville, how did you pick up and get into the music scene here?
I think one of the very first guys I met was Greg Walker. In a conversation, he found out I was a trombone player, and he suggested I go meet John Topie. So I went to meet John Topie where he was working. We sat over his lunch and talked, and he said, do you like big bands? I said, yeah, and he told me about the Roger Dean big band.
Right.
And I just started going listening to those guys. Found out from there were other things we could do in town. And it took a few years, but well, I don't remember when Ken Shapiro opened the Jazz Factory.
The late lamented.
Yes, we the West Market Street Stompers started playing at the Jazz Factory. We were there every week for all the years that the club was open.
Mm.
And after that, at that period of time, that was, I don't know, I'm not sure when that started. But anyway, we were there every week, and then we would go out afterwards, my wife and I, and have dinner or go listen to jazz somewhere. So a little bit something different every week.
Right, right. And you were involved at U of L for a while too, with the teens, I guess.
Yeah, I found out that it was an opportunity, and I was starting to wind down my day job. And with the encouragement of my wife, I decided to go over and sign up. So I took a whole bunch of music classes.
Ah.
Great, it was great.
And how did that contribute to your kind of approach to the genre?
Well, I learned a lot from them about theory and harmony. And I played in the big band, the jazz ensemble one. And it was all of that combined was inspiring me to do other things,
Right.
Try new things.
Right, right. So when did you begin writing and arranging for big band ensembles? Was this something you were doing in the past or something you picked up since you've been in Louisville?
Yeah, I picked up since being here, and mostly since going to U of L, taking classes. it was interesting because I started with John LaBarber, and the way that worked was you'd do an arrangement, and then when you finished the arrangement, they'd take it up to Jazz Ensemble One, and they would play it. And so you got to hear your chart once, and that was it. And I thought, well, couldn't we do something more than that? And Gabe Evans suggested the idea that we have a community band and get together regularly and play new music. But it never came to fruition, but I picked up on that idea. And then the Jazz Society came to me and asked me about doing one of the concerts. So we decided to have a theme. Most of our shows, even when we were at the Jazz Factory, we would have a theme. My wife gets credit for that. It was her idea. It's much more interesting for the listener.
Right.
So we started with Gershwin and combined his story with the music. So I just started writing charts of that kind of music. And I invited other friends of mine, other students, to participate if they wanted to. And there was a nice response, robust response. And this year we'll have 9 different arrangers contributing to the concert. So
I was going to ask you about the process of arranging. So in your own arranging, are there any particular musicians, arrangers who have been beyond John LaBarber, who have been influential in how you approach the craft?
yes, I still listen to a lot of different big bands, and I'm always finding new influences. And I can't remember the name of the big band. I have a favorite big band. I can't think of their name right now.
Yes.
But I listen to so many. And there's always little ideas you can, I get inspired by them.
Finke and
No. Canada.
yeah, Rob McConnell.
Yes, Rob McConnell.
Oh, Rob McConnell. Oh, yeah, yeah.
One of my favorites. Yeah, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And
The German band.
so, I don't know. I just hear things in my head and write it down, spread it out.
Yeah.
um,
Any trombone players are particularly influential? Influential?
Mostly the current guys. Even right in our own town, Ethan Evans, for example,
Yeah.
long player.
Going back.
Steve Davis was in town recently. He's an inspiration. Tim Kaufman from Chicago.
Tommy Dorsey.
As a kid, Tommy Dorsey was my number one.
Well, it's still great.
Yeah. Some great players. I'm pressed for names.
Oh, that's good. That's all right. Can you tell me a little bit more about the origins of the Friends Big Band? You said it started with U of L and players there.
Yeah, there are a lot of great players in town, and I just picked up on that idea from Gabe Evans to put together a big band and play some good stuff. But all the good players are very, very busy, so it's hard to get together regularly. So this became a vehicle for us to plan on a concert, and it opens up the opportunity for arrangers to write whatever they want. There's no limitations. It's not a middle school program. So we spend the year writing our stuff, and then we get together for a rehearsal or two, and then play the concert.
Ah.
It's a lot of fun.
How long has it been going on?
3 years.
I think it's 3.
3 years, yeah.
Great. So this Sunday show, as you said, you have themes. So this Sunday show will focus on the music of Richard Rodgers, who wrote with Lorenz Hart and Oscar Hammerstein. Given the rich catalog that offers you, Rodgers, I think, wrote some 900 plus tunes.
Yes.
And a whole bunch of them become jazz standards.
Right.
Particularly, I think, when he wrote with Hart. the songs you wrote with heart. How do you go about choosing the songs you're going to play, given that rich body of work?
That's really hard. um, we just, I keep talking about, as my wife Shelley and I, we talk about these things a lot. And by the way, she's a walking encyclopedia on jazz, and particularly the old trad jazz and swing jazz. So these kinds of things she's very familiar with. And we just kind of discuss about what's your favorite tunes. There are too many favorites to play, so we have to pick out
Yeah.
by styles and key, and
Yeah.
we make a list, a long list, and then we'll put it out to the arrangers and say, which one would you like to arrange? And that's how we get it together.
I gotcha. I gotcha. That makes sense. So can you tell us a little about the band that you've assembled for Sunday's show? Any particular soloists we should be watching or listening for?
I try to spread out these solos, give everybody a chance. This year we did pretty well. You'll hear Isaac Stevens on trumpet, Pat Harbison on trumpet. There'll be some sax solos, Andy Oberhausen, Megan Pond. I think all the sax players will have a solo, I'm pretty sure. And Ethan Evans on trombone.
Great.
Second line.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I want to say that we have a surprise ending. Terry O'Mahony has some drum stuff. Will Doty on piano has a solo.
Oh, great. Will's playing piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James Powell's first time here with us this year on guitar. Cam Gooden on bass has a solo. So pretty much everybody's getting a chance.
You're bringing a lot of young players in.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're fabulous players.
Yeah, that's great. That's great that you're bringing in some of the young blood here in town and giving
Yes.
them a chance.
Nick Martin, some of the old standard guys too. Derek Siebert, Brandon Bell,
Excellent.
Mike Smith on trombone, Matt Yarborough, Stasi Fafalias. He comes all the way from, where is he, in
Northern
Pittsburgh?
Kentucky.
Oh, Northern Kentucky, yeah. He's originally from Pittsburgh.
So
Yeah, pretty much.
some old hands from the previous band, but some new people too.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I particularly like, as I said, I particularly like that you're bringing in some of the young players. I mean, not anything against the old players, but it's
Right.
nice to give them a chance to do the big band stuff. The young players a chance to do the big band stuff.
And it gives them a chance to play with the veterans.
Yeah, absolutely. So in one of your previous Jazz Society shows, you introduced an arrangement of Pat Metheny's Mañano by a local high school student, which I thought was the highlight of the show. Do you have any comparable surprises up your sleeve for this Sunday show?
Yes.
Or you want to keep them a surprise?
Well, I don't mind sharing. Actually, Thomas Putterbaugh is going to be there and direct two of his charts.
Fabulous.
Yeah, he's at CCM in Cincinnati right now, working on his masters.
Yeah, that's great. Can you tell us any of the tunes you're going to be playing?
Sure. Let's see. Manhattan.
Right.
I Could Write a Book.
Uh,
My Romance. Let's see.
Surrey with the Fringe.
Surrey with a Fringe on Top.
oh, great.
I think I have a list here.
Okay. Don't tell me all.
Okay. Let's see. It Never Entered My Mind.
Some classics there.
Yeah, You Took Advantage of Me. Now, that's an old one.
Yeah.
It Might As Well Be Spring. I mean, all of them are really easily recognizable.
Right. Oh, it sounds like it's going to be a great set list, and a number of the band members that contributed arrangements here too, as well.
9 different arrangers. Yeah.
Excellent.
More
Well,
than
sorry.
more than ever.
Yeah, that's
9.
great. So it sounds like a really your name's at the front, but it sounds like a truly collaborative project.
Yes, that's exactly correct.
Yeah, yeah. Well, again, it sounds like it's going to be an exciting show on Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. To the audience here, remember that Doug Finke's Friends Big Band will be playing in the Clay Room at the Cafe in Paris Time this coming Sunday, August 24th at 7 p.m. Tickets are moving fast, so make sure you get them soon. Thanks for your time, Doug, and sharing a little bit your career in the show.
Oh, you're welcome, man. Looking forward to seeing everybody on Sunday.
As am I. Thanks. Thanks again.